I have a lot of work ahead of me. I'm doing some updates on my website, a lot of work that has to be done. So anytime I do these videos, I'm up early in the morning, but also too, I'm also gathering information because the agency that we contacted, and like I said, I'm not a big fan of anybody abusing a business license or anything form of anything, business abusing their platform or anything, abusing their YouTube channel due to the fact that they're just trying to look like something that they're not. And this is misleading. You should never have a business or company if you're misleading customers at the end. So the problem we have here is this is a fellow whose website was removed. His website was taken, or at least he removed it. His eBay listing is no longer valid. It's gone. He was selling products on his website. Even the name of his business is named after a product that was used to rip off a lot of customers. And I mean, a lot of people got ripped off by this guy. So we're recording this because we contacted the agency who basically initially gave him this LLC to show him that the LLC is still being used, even though the LLC is expired. It's an expired license that he's using, and he shouldn't have it up there to begin with due to the fact he doesn't have a right to have an LLC because it clearly shows that he did not file proper paperwork in order to obtain and keep this license, which is required under California law. And he's also breaking the law as he's doing this. So all this is being documented. We're also documenting things on his website of him slandering our company, claiming our products weren't tested, claiming that our products look like this or like that, or he's duplicating products, stuff like that. This is all me using criminal charges when we take him to court, due to the fact that we have 2 accounts of criminal charges that are being placed against Jaime Fernando Gonzalez, the YouTuber under Crow Cinemax Mix LLC. So in this detailed video, which we're going to be using also too in court, we're going to be showing you exactly why this individual is a huge and major scammer and why people should avoid him at all costs. Number one, the product under the Cinemax Mix, which is under a product under Cinemax Mix. That's pretty much what he calls it. This is a product, as we showed you before, ended up matching a house paint and a live stream that he was performing on YouTube. Let me see which one we got. This is Home Which one? This is Crystal Witch. There we go. We got 2 websites up. That's why I'm trying to figure out which one was which. This is called the Blacklist. On the Blacklist, we showed you this dozens of times, but we need to have this for this recording. In the Blacklist, you will see, let me see, right here. We'll go scroll down to the bottom. Sorry, we got this music a little loud because we have crickets outside the building that are actually just going haywire out there. But anyway, I'm up early in the morning anyway. But anyway, so right here, you'll see, this is another scam paint. Here we are. This is a product. This is what we have on our website. This will remain on our website because this warns customers at the end of the day. This is why you don't buy from this individual. You can't buy from him now. He doesn't have his website anymore. That's good because you can't basically rip people off anymore. But this is his products that were on his site. And this is the Cinemax Mix that he used to do a side-by-side demonstration. Oh, let me get this one. This is a really good one. He used on a side-by-side demonstration to basically rip off his customers. His customers really thought they were getting this high-performance screen paint, but at the end of the day, they were just getting nothing more than just a basic house paint that any individual could have went to Home Depot and Lowe's. Did he remove the product off the website after finding out his product matched this product? Keep in mind, this is an untested product. There's no test under these products. YouTube videos are still standing. Let's try to delete them all. But no, he didn't. He still continued to sell these products on his website. Now, this is the most incriminating video right here. This shows the individual himself in the video matching house paint. The little square piece you see right there is the Network Grade 773. The larger screen behind it is the product he sold on his website at one point for $90, even as high as $90 for his customers. He has no gray versus gray, no test done on the site. None of his products have ever been tested. I've never seen any test under his products. And yet he claims his products at the end of the day are supposed to be top-notch products. But yet we have videos like this of his products matching everyday house paint. And this is a video that doesn't exist. You can't find this video. He tried to make this video go bye-bye. Well, he did make it go bye-bye. He actually deleted it off his account, but we have copies of all his videos that he tried to remove off his account. So as you can see, no real difference at all. Exactly the same thing. And we've had his products down here. Matter of fact, under this product, we have tested the Cinemax, the Personal Mix, and we've also tested the what's it called? We've also tested. Okay, I think Cinemax. Oh, Personal Mix. Personal Mix we've also tested. So not only does the screen paint the Network Grade 773 match one of his products, but it matches three of them. It's good to know that you're still in the same place. As I said before, we filed criminal charges against the individual because he did something extremely stupid, and I'm glad he's still there because, again, I thought he would have actually jumped in and took flight due to the fact that we have law enforcement officers that will soon be at his doorstep for criminal activities. My guy's committed some real bad criminal activity on his site. He just abused his site left and right. So let's go back to the very beginning real quick. So in the very beginning, you'll see matching with no problem. Name of the video is called Pro Cinemax Mix versus Network Grade 773 or SW773. This came from Sherman Williams. The reason why I show you all this over and over again is because I don't like to say things that's not true. So for the fellow who basically makes this product, keep in mind, we have already went to your website. We've had law enforcement has been to your website. Several agencies have been to your, not website, your YouTube channel. We have recordings of you constantly slandering us on that channel. We'll be contacting YouTube's legal department also too, and also too with the criminal charges we have filed against you to remove your YouTube channel. Because you are right there, you're being charged with cyberbullying, harassment, slander. It's a whole lot of things he's being charged with. And now we've seen on his YouTube channel that he has not changed. Even with all the stuff coming at him, he's still on the channel carrying on and acting up. So your YouTube channel is about to go. You're not going to be able to keep that anyway, because right now he has very serious criminal charges, including lawsuits at him. So he's not going to be there to uphold anything. So this is the fellow right here. And you can't get mad and upset. He's actually literally got mad at me and cursed me out for showing this video. And I don't know why, because you made the video. We literally had an open mic, and he came into an open mic ranting and carrying on. All that's documented. Mind you, coming into an open mic and ranting and carrying on and acting up, all that's being presented before the police, or now FBI involved. So your YouTube channel just got reported. Because it clearly shows strong evidence that you have been bullying and slandering our company, saying our products don't work. Mind you, this is going to have a huge, we have a class action civil lawsuit coming up in December, prosecuting this individual because he made claims about our products and said they don't work. So you're going to have to back these claims up. And if you can't back these claims up, then guess what? You're going to be in even more trouble. So this is the fellow right here. And again, you can't operate under an LLC if you don't own an LLC. That's also fake. Now, when he first began, the LLC was real. Now, no, it's not real. His LLC has expired. And the fact he's still using it and tried to portray that he's an actual legitimate company, he's not. He doesn't even have a business. He doesn't have a website. Website doesn't exist anymore. So there he's bearing his receipts. So the very name itself is tied to a product that he used to scam his customers. Now, when finding out if this paint, when this paint matched his product, did Fernando go back, or Mr. Fernando go back and give his customers back their money? Did he apologize? No, he did not. He continued to sell the product on the website. So there we are, painting out the little sample sheet. Now, this is the kicker right here. This is where everything, I guess in this particular part, pretty sure his soul left his body because he was really thinking that he was going to be able to beat the screen. I'm going to pause this for a minute. I'm going to go in and grab something really quick. Here we go. That's better. All right. So let's go back to this real quick. Where are we at? Right here, the fake. Here we go. There we go. So again, I don't like to say something unless it's not show evidence, and we need this for court. So yes, Jaime Fernando Gonzalez will be arrested soon. As I said before, because of the simple fact that, again, we have 2 sets of criminal charges that were filed against him. Also, on top of that, he is operating a business without a proper LLC because he does not have an LLC. His LLC had expired because there were certain documents that they needed, and he failed to beat the due date, and his LLC has now been suspended or expired. His website is no more, it doesn't exist. His eBay listing doesn't exist, no more. So as you can see, the product matches perfectly to the, look, he just jumping in front of the camera. He's always from the camera. He's blocking this video as much as possible because even he could see that his paint was matching. In this video, he was extremely nervous, irritated because he was upset because his product was matching. Wait a minute, what's going on with my music? I literally have music playing in the background. Where is it? Gee whiz. You stopped my music and then just basically just restarted? Okay. I get my music back? Thank you. All right, let's go back over here. There we go. I was curious to go into his channel. I usually never go in his channel because in his channel, he has a whole lot of hatred going on in his channel. And I usually don't like to be in there because he has a lot of hatred toward us. As you can see how he's just going off in there. He's just angry, very, very angry, very upset with us. But it's not my fault at the end of the day. You chose to basically go down that road and I just entertained it. So I went in and basically I told you just to mind your business. So now you have criminal charges that are filed against you. Your landlord is going to be contacted soon because, yeah, I will be contacting. My lawyers are going to be contacting your landlord. We figured out who he was yesterday. So we were able to track his whereabouts. My lawyer will have a contact with your landlord. If we find out that if he was entertaining this activity in that complex, I'm going to file a lawsuit against him. I'm definitely going to file a lawsuit against your landlord. All this nonsense that went on in your apartment is insane. You have copyright infringements. You broke criminal law. You have 2 accounts. We filed 2 different counts of criminal documents against this individual for basically putting my life at danger, terroristic threats, all kinds of stuff. He also has 2 counts of post office mail fraud. All this is stemming from this man's apartment. So 2 things are going to happen. Either he's going to deny and say, hey, look, I didn't even know, and get you an eviction notice and remove you off the property. Or he's going to come in and say, oh, I back him 100%. He didn't do anything wrong. And he's going to lose his business. He's going to get a lawsuit slapped on him. So something's going to happen one way or another. But either way, he's going to be contacted because law enforcement officers and the process servers, like the other one, are going to have to come onto the property to serve this guy. So again, this is the product right here, like I said, clean, ripped off his customers, completely ripped them off. And it just continues on. So let's go over and have a look at the LLC that doesn't exist anymore. Because like I said, I don't like to talk about stuff that's not true. This right here, this LLC doesn't exist at all, period. Because he doesn't own the right to use it because he lost his license. Let's go down here for a minute as we showed you right here. You can see clearly that's expired LLC. And this was 10 hours ago. So 10 hours ago, you're in here still talking trash about my company. Still carrying on, acting up as usual. And that was 10 hours ago, which means you're still at the building. You're still at the same apartment. That's good. That's good to know. That we know exactly where you're at. Good. That's fantastic. That's 10 hours ago. So we know exactly if the law enforcement officers ask if he's still at that resident, we can clearly say, yes, he's still at the resident. All right, that's good. And again, I will be in contact with your landlord real soon because I want to know if he entertained these activities while you were at this building. And I guarantee that man's not going to lose that piece of property. You went and saw exactly what the property value of that building's worth. It's worth a lawsuit. So we'll find out sooner or later from him. My attorneys will be reaching out to him. Because you have abused your apartment. You have abused the place where you lived at. You live at right now. You have abused it. 10 hours ago, he's still in the same building. That's good to know. But let's talk about this LLC has expired. All right. So if we go over here to, this is where his license is at. This is the California Secretary of State. This is where your LLC or wherever you apply for your LLC at. And if you're in California, it's going to be here. Over here, you will notice under his information on his, and this is not going to be in good standing anymore because it's already canceled out. It says at the bottom, it says statement of information due date. He has to have a certain amount of paperwork, they require for him to have in order to be able to obtain the LLC. If he doesn't, if it passes the due date, then that means that he can be hit with penalties and fines and just about everything else you think of. And that means, yes, his LLC has been canceled. It's no longer valid. And as you can see, by 8/20/23, he is way past the due date. Way past the due date. Let's go over here and have a view of history. Let me see, view history. We can go and pull this entire document, which we did. We had to pull this whole document yesterday. This shows following information right here, following information and all that other good stuff you have right there. Control ID, we have the same thing on our end. And then you have a download. So Jaime Fernando Gonzalez, look, you are not supposed to be displaying an LLC if you don't have a registered LLC. There we go. There's this document right there. And see what the name is under. Pro Cinemax Mix LLC, which you're not supposed to be using. And this is under, let me see. There was to track down the individual because it's right here on the document. That's the date that he filed for it. So no, he's not supposed to be using that LLC anywhere on his site due to the fact that he doesn't own it, he doesn't have it, it has expired, he should not be using it. And guess what, Jaime? You're going to get hit with a massive penalty because you're not supposed to use that LLC at all because you don't have the right to use it. Yours has expired. Yesterday, we contacted the agency and we showed them on your YouTube channel that you are still branding an LLC. You're not supposed to do that. Again, that's like operating a bar without a liquor license or an expired liquor license. This can get you in a lot of trouble. So it's already been reported already. Let's go over to, real quick, we'll pop over here. The minute your license expired, the minute you basically, and keep in mind, he's getting paperwork from him. He's getting paperwork explaining to him that he needs to have documents for what they request for. This is a state of information due. And this is in California. When in California, a statement of information due, your filing due date will be the last day of your anniversary month. So if you formed your business on June the 14th, then your filing date so your filing date will be June the 30th each year, or June the 30th of every other year, depending on what you file, depending on what type of entry you filed. So it depends on what you file. This is actually due, and he missed his due date. Let's see, we got August, September, September, see, I'm sorry, August and September, October. He's about 3 months, 3 months behind. So his is gone. This is the government at the end of the day. They don't play around. You know, you've done taxes before? You know how they about taxes? You off by a couple of days and you basically miss a deadline. You know how heavy they will come down on you for some taxes? This guy missed an LLC deadline for entry for a company, which means he can't operate his business now because he doesn't have a license to do so. That's why he had to remove the website because, again, can't have it. He can't have any business. He can't sell jack until he clears this mess up first. And the fact that he's still branded an LLC without the proper use of it, without basically the proper paperwork for it, and he hasn't filed out certain documents to have it, you can receive some jail time for this, buddy. Real serious jail time because you're not supposed to use it. You can't have it. Again, it's like operating any business without a license. You operate a bar without a liquor license, guess what's going to happen to you? You get in a lot of trouble for this. Got a license to sell firearms? Guess what? You don't have a license for that? You can get in a lot of trouble for this. You can't have that LLC there. It's misleading. So let me see. Let's go down here. And I was curious. I said it yesterday. I wonder if he still has it on the YouTube channel. If he changed it. I can keep mine. Mine's legit. Mine's good. All my documents are done. I don't have to do any of that. I have an attorney that takes care of all that stuff. You're not supposed to have that. See, that's what I'm talking about. This guy constantly practices bad business. No matter what he does, he practices bad business. You sold products on your website that you scammed and ripped off your customers. You turned around and you sold these same products on your eBay listing. As a matter of fact, we had one of his eBay listings removed because he actually was slandering my company on an eBay listing. We contacted eBay and said, look, this guy's slandering my company. eBay says, look, platform is not designed for that, and they've removed the site. He got penalized for that. He's been penalized for quite a bit. Next thing to go will be the YouTube channel if you're not already locked up. Because I'm glad we went in and I looked at your channel. You're still operating from that apartment, which means you're still there. That's good. So when the law enforcement officers come up on the property to arrest you, we know exactly where you're at. You didn't go anywhere. On top of that, again, your landlord will be reaching out to you because my attorneys will be reaching out to your landlord because they want to know if he knew about these activities because he has serious charges against him. And again, we need to know if the landlord knew all this was going on, if he entertained this, because if he did, I'm taking his property. I'm going to sue him. Can't go around doing these activities. When you get an apartment or a house or wherever you're renting at the end of the day, you have to basically follow certain guidelines in that agreement. And in that agreement, you can't commit any kind of felonies or anything breaking the law, or you can have a termination of your contract. And he can terminate you on the spot. If we show proof of criminal activity in that apartment, I got a process server that came to your front door for copyright infringements. You think he wants his apartment attached to copyright infringements? I allow people to come in here and rip up other people's copyrights, or I allow people to come here and break the law? No, he doesn't want that kind of publicity. So he's going to get rid of you. So you know that's coming. Can't be doing that kind of nonsense. And even though all this is coming at this guy, we've been to this YouTube channel. Other people and agencies have been in this YouTube channel and he's constantly slandering us. So this is not going to be good because that evidence that we have right now will be used when we see you in court for the criminal charges, will show that you use your YouTube platform to slander my company. This will also follow by with a lawsuit with YouTube. We actually file a lawsuit against YouTube, yes. Because now we have criminal charges. Fernando Gonzalez will be in court before a judge facing criminal charges of harassment, cyberbullying, terroristic threats, and so forth on these charges. But also, too, we can show that he used the YouTube platform as a way of basically slandering our products. Also, too, posting our address, which is another thing that was actually in those charges. And with that being said, and we'll win that case quite easily, we'll be filing a class action lawsuit against YouTube. Yeah, thank you so much. You triggered all this off. Most people who get in trouble will be quiet. They'll stay under the radar. Not this guy at all, period. Let's see. What happens if you miss your deadline? This is the deadline miss. So they're not going to hit him. This is who gets involved now. Penalty is based upon unpaid taxes and the IRS. charges at 5% of your taxes due to every month or petition a month. Your taxes returns is not filed. However, the maximum amount of the IRS can be charged and charge you in the capable of 25% of your taxes unless you owe $10,000 or more. So yeah, you're way past that. You're way past that. You don't have an EIN number. I doubt you have one. You're way past that due date. So your LLC has already been expired. I've known it. I've had licenses where I missed a deadline, and my license went just like that, was gone. They snatched it that quick. I had to go in and do an appeal and all this other stuff I had to do, and the paperwork and a lot, but I got it back. So now, what they're going to do is, they're going to go through all of his finances. They're going through everything. They're going through his job. They're going through his tax returns. They're going through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Because he applied for this thing. You applied for an LLC to make yourself like a limited liability company. And they got to go through everything. They got to go through all your documents, everything. They got to go through everything. You even go through your PayPal. Any bank or institution or wherever you have, they have to go through it. He's under investigation now. And operating an LLC on YouTube as if he has a business still standing. Doesn't have a website anymore. I'm not going to bother with the mess he has on here, because all he does is just slander us all day long. Pretty much that's the only thing you have left. It's just basically just slander my company, but you can't slander a business that my products are all tested. If none of my products work, as you said, as you being an expert at the end of the day, mind this is coming from an individual with Match House Paint, so much as being an expert at the end of the day. If I'm all this person at the end of the day, he says some crows can AR or whatever. Oh my goodness, this guy's delirious. Anyway, we're not reading any of this mess he has written in here. This is just him battling on because he lost everything. Well, let's go over here and let's see if his website is still on here. Let's have a look at this. Let's see if his website's still operating on here. If he's still posting his website. Yeah, he's still posting the website. As if the website still exists. Jamie, you know you don't have a website, right? Your website doesn't exist. You removed it because you're having problems. This was about, let me see. Let's see. Crow Cinemax, Projection Screen Paint, Black Series Edition. Can't touch it too much. Yeah. This is a very desperate person, as you can see. Extremely desperate. Look at this. First things first, our technology can thrive in much brighter environments. We wouldn't be in a dark environment like that, and we wouldn't even require a projector like that to operate my technology. On top of that, my stuff is on site, so yeah, and it's tested. But let's see what's going on in your channel here. So right here, what I'm seeing is he's operating, number one, on an LLC he doesn't own anymore, and he's also still putting the link down for his website. His website doesn't exist anymore. He lost the website. So this shows you how fake this guy is. And the Cinemax is a house paint. You can literally make the same thing with Network Gray 773. So let's go over here and let's copy and paste his website. And did this about how many minutes ago? About, let me see, October the 6th of 2023. So this was yesterday. So put it this way, it's not an old video. So he knew his site is no longer there, but yet he posted it as if it was. So let's go do a Google search for his page. Let me see. Oh, we got the email. I'm sorry, he has the email there. Oh my goodness. Didn't we just get a death threat from this guy with the same exact email? Yes, we did. All right, good. I need to get all that too, because we have a second set of charges against Fernando Gonzalez. He doesn't have the website down there, but he does have the email address. So the email address, basically, this is the email address linked to an email that we received from him, exact email of him sending us death threats. So yeah, this is going to be perfect. This is going with the second set of charges. It's even more evidence. But let's see. This is on Facebook. As you can see, his website's not there. He removed his website off his listing altogether. Let's go back to that. Yeah, because you can't put the website there. The website's not there anymore. He lost that. So he just has his email there. So you're ripping people off through your email. You got people contacting you. How are you going to sell the product to them? You don't even have a website. You don't even eBay stores. You don't even have. And you can't operate a business because you got an expired LLC that's under investigation because you're missing paperwork. So how are you selling anything? Technically, you can't sell anything. You're not supposed to sell or advertise anything. Missing documents, very serious documents. So the website's not there. He removed it. But the LLC, you shouldn't have at the end of the day because you don't have a right to use an LLC because yours has expired. So let me show you here. If you go over here and you press in, let me see, there you go. Let's go to www. You can't post a website anymore. Website's gone. There we go. There is the website here. See, the sad thing about this, Jamie, is you come on here and you want to make everybody look like they're villains. Everybody's doing bad things. No one's doing anything by the book. You're the only one. You're a person that can be trusted. Your word can be trusted. You're operating on an LLC that has been expired, which it clearly shows. You can see the documents right there. It's an expired LLC. You are selling products that, or you can't, I don't know if you're selling anymore, but you have products under a name, shows you in a YouTube video clearly matching house paint and ripping your customers off. You have a website and eBay listing that are no longer there. So how in the world are you trying to convince people that you're an honest person at the end of the day? Us, all our products are tested. All our products are in different sites. We got customer testimonies. Matter of fact, we had a fellow just pop up our screens in the backyard. All our paperwork is legit. Licenses are legit. My websites are still standing. Websites. I'm actually in the possibility of a third one. So all I see here is a person that's very, very jealous. You can't advertise your product because how are you going to advertise something that, again, is a fake and all your paperwork are fake? Well, not fake, but now they're expired paperwork and your website doesn't exist anymore. There's your website. So now you're just running your scams through your email. Let me explain something, people. Don't buy anything from this guy at the end of the day. Because again, he doesn't have anything. He lost everything because he went out and he did deceitful things. He didn't run a business correctly. He used and abused his platforms. Just like right now, you're using and abusing YouTube. And we have recorded, documented YouTube of you slandering. This is going to come up in court when the police officers come over to lock you up and you're carted off and when I see you in court, remember that YouTube channel, all that stuff that you did is all going to pop up in court to show that you use these platforms. And now that we have hardcore evidence that you've been using these platforms, everything's been documented. Mind, this is going to be on court record. It's going to be all on court record. We can go in and take this information to an attorney and file a lawsuit against these platforms because they allow this to continue on. All you did was just put a lot of money in my pocket. That's what you're doing. So yeah, his website no longer there. And he's going to tell people at the end of the day that we're scammers. We're ripping people off, but yet you don't even have a website anymore. You don't even have you don't have an LLC anymore. You don't even have products that are real. All your stuff is fake. Let's go over to the eBay listing. On eBay, you just got to type in one thing, simple and plain, when you're looking for projection screen paints. Let me see. You're not taking anything from me. Jamie, you've been doing this stuff for years. You've been slandering my products for years. First it was the 7s, and then it was the 8s, and then it was the 12s. Any product we made, you came out and said it didn't work, and it's still sold. I've been here longer than you have, and it still sells. All my stuff still sells. Makes no difference, because at the end of the day, people know the real deal from the fake. We got our test demonstrations right there at the bottom of our page. My tests are right there. Black versus black, our product versus black paint sits right there at the bottom. You don't have any of these tests. Well, you didn't have any on your website, and website's not even there. You don't want to talk about my business collapsing and falling apart. I'm watching yours crumble right now. And then you're going to have customers hunting them down because anyone who bought the product, guess what? Any possibility of you basically trying to get a replacement or whatever I don't know why you would, but you can't. The site's not there anymore. So that speaks volumes right there. Your website, your business is gone. That's like you buying sneakers from Foot Locker and you come back 3 days later and the store's closed. Like, what the freak just happened? Where did the store go? That's what you just did. And you can't, now since you got an expired license or LLC, you can't go pop up with a new business and start you can't do that. That's against the law. It's like I said, not having a liquor license and you pop up with some watering hole somewhere across town where you're selling alcohol, which still without the license and your license being investigated because there's documents missing. Can't do that. So let's see if you pop up here on eBay. If you pop up here on eBay, guess what? It's getting reported. Because you shouldn't be operating without one. Let's see for judge. Screen. Match not found. So you're not there. That's good. You don't need to be ripping anybody else off. I'm glad you lost your sites. I'm glad. And the reason why I'm glad you lost your sites, because you were ripping people off. You were not honest at the end of the day. I'm glad we documented all your videos. So that way, when I come on here and I'm talking at the end of the day, I got to be to back my product up. I got to be to say, hey, if I'm saying something about somebody, I got to back it up. I'm glad we got all those videos on recording. Oh, yeah, I got them backed up, buddy. I got them backed up on flash drives and hard drives and everything, just in case. Everything's backed up. So he's not here at all, period. He would have popped up under that name easily. Let's put it under the... well, we can't put LLC because you don't have an LLC, but we'll put it there anyway because I'm pretty sure you're still using it. Well, you're using it right now. Let's see. I don't know why you would still use Cinemax because, again, that is a product involving ripping off customers as house paint. Let me see. Cinemax. Hey, if I were to buy your paint for testing, oh, I forgot, you don't have your website anymore. Oh, okay, well, let's move on. That's why I said you can't buy from him. He doesn't have anything. He can't sell. He can't sell anything. Not supposed to be selling. Mix. But I don't need to buy your stuff. I'll just go over to, well, I don't want to buy it anyway. It's a waste of my time. I'll get my money returned back anyway because you can't make a decent sale without committing mail fraud. So right there, that'll just get you in more trouble. And again, if I want your product, I'll just go to Sherwin-Williams, get a gallon of that stuff. Does the same thing. Search. No match found. Nowhere to be found on eBay, anywhere. Because he can't sell. If he sells something, he's going to come up on the radar because he knows that they're watching him. But the fact that you're branding this on your YouTube channel, you're not supposed to be doing that. You have no right to use that LLC. So knock yourself out. You can slander my company, carry on, act up on your YouTube channel. We don't care about that due to the fact that your channel was recorded yesterday. We recorded all your videos. Went down, looked at all your stuff that you had on there. You were slandering my channel. I will be using this also as even more evidence in court of showing acts of you slandering my company. Because again, it's not just that we're taking it into court for posting the address. There's a number of charges that are actually being charged against Jaime Fernando Gonzalez. And that's harassment, slandering, cyberbullying, terroristic threats, and we have some racial slurs in there because we have text messages from him when he was contacting me and he was sending me some really disturbing stuff, including all the emails that are connected to it. We're actually going to have, those emails have to be traced. The FBI is involved in this now because it's a cyber crime. So you're going for more than one thing. Now, I think at the end of the day, it's saying, oh, he's just going to get me on the address. That's basically about it. No, it's everything that's going to be brought up in court. It's going to show that you're a potential problem, and it's a problem that needs to be taken care of. And we'll also show the judge we had to go file post office mail fraud charges when we're doing business with you. We'll also show them that, they already know about that. The process server that we had to have served to come to your apartment. All these documents, all this stuff is going to be in court. So you'll get a chance to see all this, Jamie, when you're sitting up there in court. And this time, you won't be hiding from a process server. This time, your wife won't be to protect you. This time, we'll have officers come up and get you. Because I told you, you're going to end up in court. It's going to happen. Whether we got to bring you through a lawsuit, criminal charges, I don't care what it is. We're going to get you in court. And that gated community ain't going to work for you. Because they got authorization to go walk right through it. And my lawyer will be contacting your landlord. Because I want to know, when all this was going on, did he know anything about this? If he allowed these shenanigans to go on, I'm going to file a lawsuit against your landlord. Involved with having my company slandered and allowing a tenant to abuse and basically breach his contract and continue on to slander my company. So I'll be in contact with your landlord real soon. That nonsense, yeah. We already had to have a process server come to your front door to serve you already for copyright for it. I don't think your landlord's going to have your back. I don't care how much friends you guys think you are at the end of the day. He's not going to have your back. There's nobody where he's going to lose that establishment for your stupidity. His building is going to be linked to some pretty bad stuff. He's going to have officers going up on his property. I don't think he's going to like that. Now it's going to make him upset. And he's going to deny everything. He's literally going to say, I don't even know. I don't know how he wouldn't, but he's going to say, I don't even know. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, if you know what you're talking about, clearly you can see he breached his lease agreement. You need to execute on it and remove him. Yeah, we can do that. Because Jamie broke the law several times. And now he's breaking the law again on his site because, again, can't operate in LLC if your LLC has expired. This is why he can't. Usually when his listing would go down, he would make another one real fast and pop it. You can't do that. He can't show up anywhere on the radar, anywhere. The fact that you're on YouTube and you're still operating like you're operating the business, that can get you in trouble. Because you're missing those documents, buddy. All right, well, I'm done right here. That's all I need, just for me to have all this documented so we can show this. I'm going to be coming back on later on. I'm not going to be live. I'm going to be basically recording all the documents, everything we need off the YouTube channel. We got enough stuff off the YouTube channel, but I still want to get some more stuff off of there. What's this right here? Received by California, so at 5:48 received. Oh, that's when the document went through. I don't have to do the document. Okay. So you notice if you went to his channel, his website is not there on his channel. He can't post it because he doesn't have it because he had to remove it. He just has the email listing. But the email listing also too is going to get you in trouble because we have a second set of criminal charges that were filed on Jamie because Jamie sent me an email, same email, to my business account over here, a mother company with the death threats in it. You're stupid, man. You're really, really stupid. That's why I went down and I went right down. Right after we got that information, I went right down and I filed a second set of charges against you. This is going to be bad. When you go to court, not only is it going to show that you went in and you committed a crime, but you went in and did it again right after we filed charges against you. Showing you have no respect for the court, you have no respect for law enforcement officers, you have no respect for anybody at all, period, whatsoever, or the law. You do whatever you want to do. Well, it's going to get you now. That right there is criminal evidence right there. And it shows that you use it because the same email is branded right there on your YouTube channel under an LLC that you are not allowed to use. So if you sit there in court and deny it, which you probably will, and say, I don't use it, it's right there. As a matter of fact, it shows up right here too. Let's go back to, let me see. Yeah, your address was hunted down. That's how we found out who the landlord was. We tracked him down. We also have a detailed record of each time you contacted one of my landlords and left them with these crazy messages, including businesses that you were contacting and you were carrying also too. Those emails were all traced. So it shows that you were stalking us, stalking where we were working at, stalking places where I was living at. You were doing all this stuff while I was running my YouTube channel, including slandering my products, doing fake demonstrations. Keep in mind, Jamie, all those videos you just shot, you're still going to be going to court in December for the slander lawsuit, because we're bringing you to court and suing you for $1 million due to the fact that you claim their products don't work. And if you can't back this up, you'll lose your lawsuit. But at this point, I don't think he cares. He really don't care. That's why he's ranting and he's carrying on the way he is now. That's him just losing it. Let's go over to, let me see. See, unlike you, when I come on here, I don't just make random statements, because if I would, I get in a lot of trouble. I can back up everything I said. If I say that your license has expired, I can show proof of that. If I say that your products are nothing more than house paint, I got proof of that. Got evidence right there. I can show emails, documents, whatever I want. I can back up everything that comes out of this mouth. You can't do that at all, period. Because that means if my product doesn't work in your apartment, it doesn't work anywhere at all. And that's what the lawyers are going to sit there and ask you. How come his product works here, here, and here? I can paint that thing right there in the courtroom. So if my product works everywhere else, how come it doesn't work in your apartment? So good luck with all that. He's not going to say anything. I've seen people like him in court all the time. They don't say anything. They just keep their head between their legs and they just don't say anything. They don't even make eye contact with the judge. Let me see right here. Where we have that at? Oh, no. Yeah, we have it here. Hold on. I'm going to go and hit this right here. Gmail is so active, which is good. All right. Let's go to... Let me see. But I don't want that. I don't want the whole thing. I just want half of this right here. This is all I want. This is all I need right here. Just that right there. I tell you, I think you're on the verge of getting a divorce. Well, I don't know how long that's going to work out at the end of the day. And I think that's why he's ranting and carrying on this way. There is no woman on the face of the planet that's going to withstand all those lawsuits, getting evicted out of their place because you, supposed to be the man at the end of the day, went and did all this dumb nonsense online. And then on top of that, especially if she doesn't already know already, that we gave you the opportunity to get out of it and you didn't take it. You continued on. Yeah, you got a divorce coming up. Ain't no woman in her right mind is gonna endure that nonsense. And you mean to tell me you had the ability to be able for it not to happen? All you had to do was comply, and you didn't comply? Yeah, no woman's gonna keep, no way in the world. Because keep in mind, in a lawsuit, she'll be hit also too because they're married. No, but I want to go back to the whatchamacallit, the hitter that brings it up. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I want to see the address. Oh, we got to break this up then. We got to take this off then. Break it up. All right, and we got to remove this one right here. And we got to remove the www. That's got to go. All right. Here we go. Let's go to this shop. This right here would be the website shop right there. But that's still going to come up with nothing because the site's not there, because the website's not there. But I just want to see the search results. That's what I'm looking for. Just basic search results. That's what I'm looking for. That's why he's mad. That's why he's been ranting in our channels. He's been ranting sending me messages, cursing me out. He's just been carrying on. And the reason why, it's like, It's like watching something like supernova. That's pretty much, he's just exploding right now. So that's why he's going through all these crazy rants. Look, I'm coming on here and I'm not ranting. I'm just showing evidence. And that's what's ticking him off. Just like when we would have open mic and we would allow him to come in and we show his videos, he would just rant and go off and go crazy and on the open mic because he was guilty. He was guilty of ripping people off. He was guilty of stealing Google images off his site and trying to make his product something that they weren't. He was guilty of all this. Shipping policy was designed to rip his customers off. He was guilty of all this. And this is just his reaction. All this stuff is crashing down on him now. So he lost the business. That's crumbled. He can't post on eBay. He can't post anything because he owes taxes. There's a lot of stuff popping up on him. There's documents that they're asking for in his LLC. He doesn't have this information. This is why you don't fill out stuff at the end of the day that you know nothing about. You don't fill out for the sake of just showing face. I got it too. Don't do that because it'll get you in trouble if you don't know what you're dealing with. And under California, they have a particularly different law than everybody else at the end of the day. And their law did change on that LLC. So yeah, they're bombarding him with documents, asking him, hey, we need this stuff at the end of the day, and he can't give this to them. So he got scared and he started pulling his site down. But he's still using the LLC, which he shouldn't be using. And the reason why he's still using LLC is because he's trying to show some kind of they didn't touch me, I didn't get harmed, I'm still here. That's the attitude he has. This is the same attitude that's going to self-destruct. And I guarantee you, divorce is already in the works because there's no woman on the face of the planet. You mean to tell me you got me and my babies kicked out of our place because you got into a conflict back and forth with a fellow who literally gave you the ability to back out of it, and you kept on going? Just like now, he's being hit with all this stuff at the end of the day, and he's still on his site ranting and carrying on. All that's evidence that's going to be used against him in criminal court. It clearly shows that this guy is stalking, harassing, bullying, doing whatever he can. He's abusing his YouTube platform while doing that. Is he trying to quit? Nope. So no, ain't no way in the world. And the wake-up call for her is going to be when I'm offered. Well, the first wake-up call is when the process server came to the door, and she had to deal with that nonsense because he was too much of a coward to come to the door to get the paperwork. It says it right there in the documents that she came to the door. He didn't come to the door. She did. He was in the apartment. He was afraid to come to the door. Now officers will be coming to the door soon. You can't deny them. They will walk right on in there because they got the right to be in there. So how's that going to look of you being escorted out of that apartment complex in handcuffs? It's not going to go well. So these right here are the links that what's left. Facebook page right here. So right here on the Facebook page, this is where they're doing all their work at. They're figuring out exactly. You see the websites right there on the Facebook page, and there's the email address. That email address is now involved in a second set of criminal charges against Fernando Gonzalez because there were death threats and there was cyber stalking on that particular email that was sent to our account, on our business account over on the Crystal Edge site that he sent it over to. So we printed out the email, went in and took pictures of everything from here, showing that the email's legit. He's still using it, still registered email. And this is involving the first case involving this guy stalking and death threats and all of other stuff. So again, I don't know why he has a website here. So that's basically about it. So it is what it is, buddy. I mean, I don't know how you're mad at me at the end of the day. You did this to yourself. You self-destructed. I told you it was coming. Look, I've been here longer than you have. You're not the first troll that I've pretty much crushed in the process. You're not the first. And you probably won't be the last, but you're not the first. There's nothing new about you. I've been dealing with your kind since I first started my business. But I told you what the outcome was going to be. I could have wrapped this up. It didn't have to go into 5 and 6 years. Never did. The only reason why it went into that long, because unlike you, I showed more consideration towards your family than you did. Because I could have filed this lawsuit a long time. I could have did all this stuff a long time ago. I had to wait till now to do this. That's more than enough evidence. You do a lot of dumb stuff. So it's not hard to prosecute you on stuff. But I turned the other cheek and I want my own business. minded my own business and just left it alone. But I could have easily came after you. Very easy. But I let it go. And instead of you taking an act of kindness and, well, okay, this guy's not going to bother me. Let me leave it alone. Let me go about my business. You just pushed even harder. Just like you're doing right now. You're on your site right now, just constantly ranting about me at the end of the day. And all that evidence will be used against you in court. Even if you delete your channel, it doesn't make a difference. We already have the recording of it showing you committed this act. And if you delete it, it clearly shows that you're trying to hide evidence. Just like you're doing here. Trying to hide evidence. Don't learn, you don't learn, you don't learn. Well, that's basically about it. I have to. I'm glad you're still there, because I'm probably thinking like, man, you know, you got officers coming up pretty soon. Is he still going to be there? Is he going to take flight? Even if you do happen to pack up and leave, arrest is arrest. They're not going to stop because you moved. They're just going to go to other family members to figure out exactly where you're at. The hunt's going to continue. That's not going to stop. All these products, fake. This is all fake. All scams, all house paint. All this is just nothing more than just house paint. And like I said, you got a nerve to be on there ranting and carrying on about me. Talking about, oh, he's fake, he's a scammer. I don't understand how your thick head works at the end of the day. You got a thick head. And the reason why is because I don't know how your brain functions. Like, how did you survive this long on the planet? Because you're clearly calling my business, my LLC is legit, not yours, a fake company, a scammer, and yet you're literally caught on videos matching house paint, still selling the products. Customers with awful results. I mean, awful results. Dark environments, screens washing out. Company can't even this fell apart, deteriorated it. Fake the LLC was legit, but basically couldn't even file the paperwork out correctly. So how am I a scammer at the end of the day? You don't even have a website anymore. You can't sell products anymore unless you clear up that other mess that's going on right now. And if you are able to sell, your products are all fake. They're not tested. Anybody could match the same thing with house paint. Even you showed us at the end of the day, it's basically your product's nothing but house paint. You did the videos yourself right here and here. And then deleted the videos to try to hide them so nobody could find them. And you want to call everybody else scammers at the end of the day. And then you get mad at me and curse me out because I'm supposed to be this, that, and the other because you screwed yourself at the end of the day. You don't take responsibilities, Jamie, at the end of the day. You really don't. You blame everybody else for your problems. That's the kind of person that you are. You blame everybody for your problems. You did this to yourself. Oh, and please do bring a lawyer to court, because you can sit there and say, oh, but he slandered me. How would I slander you? We tested your products. We tested your products 6 months to a year back with the Network Gray, and it matched. It matched 3 of your products. Then you did the demonstration yourself, and it matched. Then deleted the videos, which shows guilt because you try to hide the evidence. So, again, how am I slandering you? It is your video. You made it. I didn't put a gun to your head. I didn't force you to make the video. You made the video. You just try to hide the evidence, and we were able to make a copy of it so that way it didn't go missing, just like I did with the personal mix. And all the other videos I have on here that you use to rip people off. All these videos, can't find them. Am I blamed for your LLC? No, that's your problem at the end of the day, because it was your job to fill out the paperwork on the due date, so that way you don't have to worry about losing your license. Is it going to be my fault because you get penalized for using an LLC without permission? No, that's your fault because you're using it on your YouTube channel, which you're not supposed to do. Okay, well, that's it. But today we'll receive a ton of emails and him crying. We just going to block everything. Him crying about, oh, this, no, that. Whatever. You're a scammer. You got caught. You got busted. And you're getting exactly what you deserve. You're losing everything. And this is what you should. Unfortunately, Jamie stepped over the line, and now he will lose his freedom in the process. It's up to 1 year in jail for cyber stalking. You got 2 accounts, so that's 2 years right there. You're going to receive jail time for that LLC if those documents are not correct, because they have to do an investigation on him now. And yet he's on his YouTube channel ranting and carrying on about our products being fake, which are the same videos they're going to be using in a criminal court against you. Gee whiz. I guarantee you, they're having arguments every night. There's arguments going on every night in that house. I guarantee you. But she's got to be ticked. And on top of that, my lawyer's got to contact your landlord, because we need to find out whether or not he knew what was going on in that building. When all this craziness was going on, we need to know 100%, did he know that you were doing this? And if he knew you were doing this, and he has a contract there that says any kind of criminal activity and whatever, you should have been removed out of that apartment a long time ago, because you broke the lease. You violated the lease. You breached contract. So if he says, I never knew about this, he had to know about this. I think process servers, I'm gonna find if the process servers contacted him. So if they contact him and say, look, we got a so-and-so, we got to serve somebody at your building, so-and-so, and so he must investigate it. He had to know about this. If we find out he did know about it, I'm gonna file a lawsuit against your landlord. That's what I'm gonna do. Because he could have ended this nonsense a long time ago by removing you out of that building. And we find out that he knew about this activity and he allowed it to continue on, I'm gonna sue the daylights out of your landlord. I'm gonna have my lawyer contact them. Because I want him to know from that apartment, you contacted my buildings that I was living at, and you sent these people some really nasty, weird messages. Same thing with the youth center. You contacted them and you threatened that poor woman over there and scared her half to death. All this is all the dirty stuff this guy was doing. You've been stalking me and taking pictures of me off my YouTube channel and putting me on weird poses for little dolls and stuff like that. That is really creepy. So all this sick, unnatural behavior was stemming from your apartment complex. And my attorney's going to want to know if he had any involvement, or did he acknowledge this, or did you receive any warnings or anything what was going on? Because within his contract, it's considered to be a breach. So we'll find out in the next couple of days. But other than that, the LLC that Jaime Fernando's using on his YouTube channel, he's not supposed to have it, and he shouldn't be using it because his license has already expired. So again, it's funny how you're coming on your channel and you're talking all this nasty stuff about me at the end of the day, that I'm a scammer, I'm robbing people at the end of the day, but yet you got an LLC that has been expired. Your website's gone. You're not even on eBay listings anymore. And we got videos of you basically ripping customers off on house paint, and yet we're the scammers at the end of the day. Man, I'm go to the park today, sit down, enjoy my day. All right, I'm gonna go. Got one last eye opener, and we're done.